Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Coffee. What's going on, everybody? Oh, good Lord. A little hot. Coffee's a little warm still. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Oh, got a bunch of comments on the videos this week. I had one video do really, really well. I had one video do so bad I thought about taking it down and re-uploading it, which I may do after I read all the comments on it today. Don't know yet. It's weird. Had another video that we're not sure about yet. Oh, good Lord. Playing the game, people. How's everybody doing? So, last night was real fun. Me and the boys played Star Shatter. No, we did not stream it. We just played, which was kind of nice. I'm pretty sure that the stream is going to start glitching in and out because even my Discord was glitching in and out last night the same way that it was on Friday. I think my internet service provider has given me bunk equipment and it is not allowing audio and video data to transfer at the speeds that it needs to transfer at. So I'm going to call them and tell them that, hey, this upgrade that you gave me downgraded my service quite a bit. And considering that this is kind of an online business, I mean, it's run by a business, I'm really needing you guys to give me the service that I pay for. So we can go into that. Yeah, the equipment. Basically, I'm getting the internet speeds to my house that I should be. But because they have me on this stupid equipment in my house, the speeds from my computer to that thing is not fast enough to transfer the data, right? Going back to their little Wi-Fi mesh network router crap. It's absolutely stupid. I'm not happy. I'm very not happy. Oh, hi, everybody. How's it going? I'm not cussing yet. It's Sunday. I'm not cussing yet. In the chat, we got Creative Welshman, Trippy Soul, Devil's Air, Tim Allen. What's going on? Crimson Law. How you doing? Wyatt Hilbert. How you doing? Devil's Air. What's going on, man? We got Sassy77 as well. It is good to have the people in the chat early. By the way, I know the lurkers are there. You could just say hi. So you could just say hello. Hi, Maji-chan. So, yeah, we're going to go through. I watched, what did I cover this week? I covered Spy Family, which was really fun for 3 episodes. And then I talked about The Truth from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And then I released a video yesterday that I really, from a guy called Upper Echelon, who I absolutely love his videos. If you guys have not been to his channel, I don't know why. He is absolutely awesome. The things that he talks about is really my channel has veered from wholesome for a while. Yeah, I don't yeah. I mean, the thing is like, I'm not a kid's channel, right? I'm not a kid's channel. I'm talking about things that are, you know, that we need to talk about. So yeah. Anyway, go share your photos. Sweet. Oh, I will absolutely do that. Yeah, some of the churches over in England or over in the UK or Europe, I should say, not the UK. They're freaking awesome. No, dude, he's been around a while. Like Upper Echelon's been around a long time. What I'm realizing too is it's so funny to see the lack of like diversity in people's like watch history and their viewership. Like they might have like 1 or 2 channels that are kind of outside of the norm, but what I'm realizing is that that people get into their habits and they don't go outside of those habits. It's kind of fun for me because YouTube has no idea what to feed me. Like they have no clue. I have bowling videos, barbecue videos, I've got political videos, I have gaming videos, I have gaming breakdown videos, I have anime channels that I watch. I have like all of this, and they're just like, what do you want to watch? I'm like, everything. And YouTube doesn't know how to deal with somebody like me. They're like, this looks interesting. This looks like something that you might maybe want to. I would say out of the like thousands and thousands of things that come across my home feed on YouTube, I click on 1 or 2 here or there, generally. And usually I don't click on any like small creators because I've kind of gotten burned with a lot of that, right? I've gotten really burned with clicking on a lot of small creators. A lot of small creators, I click on their channels and they're just not good. Audio is bad. Editing is bad. no personality in the voices on some of these, and I'm just like, I'm here to be entertained, not, yeah. So, and which I get why, and you're like, but Royce, but but people probably feel that way about your channel, and that's why they don't click on it. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why they don't click on it. I get it. I understand. My job is to be entertaining on YouTube. If you're not that, then you ain't going to get clicked on. Probably why I don't get clicked on. Or clicked back on. I don't know. I don't know how that all works. Yeah. I have a lot of things to talk about today. By the way, also, we're live on Twitch as well. So if for some of you who actually like to watch on Twitch, if you actually like that chatting system, I heard the chat system over there is real fun. Also, I wasn't going to go live on Rumble today, but I am. I'm wondering whether or not Rumble's even worth my time anymore to just even upload to it. That website is. I am definitely not thrilled with that website anymore. I look at it and I get more comments over there from spam accounts trying to get me to give them money so I can grow on Rumble than I do regular people in the comments. It's a little ridiculous. Rumble is Rumble is it's the Fox News. It's the Fox News of the internet. It just is. That's the only thing it's good for. There's no entertaining content over there. I don't see any content over there that and their search function is garbage. I don't ever use it. I don't use it. I have it. The thing that pisses me off with Rumble too is there are channels that I am not subscribed to because I just find them annoying, but because they're large channels on Rumble, they will push notification my phone with channels I don't even like. And I'm like, stop it. I don't want that irritates me. I mean, I don't know. I've tried searching stuff on there that I would like to watch, and I don't know. I'm getting to a point with that where I'm like, I think the only reason that I have Rumble at this point is because it is an option for the people who like to send in super chats and they can super chat over there easier, right? It's that option, but that is about it. And like I said, I think I kind of bought into the hype on Rumble. Everybody's like, oh, it's the place to go. It's the place to be, like everybody. And I think, I think there was one or two streams we had more than 5 people over there, but for the most part, nobody shows up there. I mean, if they're willing to spend the money on server space for me, which I know is ridiculously expensive, that if they're willing to spend that kind of money on the server space, I mean, I guess I can stay over there, but it's, I don't know. Everybody talks about how great that website is and nobody goes over there at all. It's kind of funny. It's really, really freaking funny. And the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, But anyway, that's not what you guys are here for. Sorry, I've got so many things on my brain and so many things that I want to say. It's going to be a spicy stream today, people. We're going to say some words. Hopefully not bannable words. Who knows? They might ban me. We'll find out. Probably not. They probably won't ban me. They don't even care about my channel. I'm too small. I'm too small of a channel for them to care about. That's okay. But you guys can help this channel grow by sharing it and say, hey, this guy actually reads your comments and cares about his community. And you could go and you could share this live stream to everybody and say, hey, this guy actually cares. What's going on? That not enough sweaty guys with their smokers. I know. Dude, there's I tried finding a barbecue or cooking channels or specifically barbecues. That's what I care about. There was some guy with a cell phone trying to record. I was like, oh man, this is horrible. This is horrible. He has exactly one thing on his brain. Yeah. I'm ranting today. I don't care. I haven't had a good rant in a while. It's all right. All right, let's go. Let's get into this. If the internet dips out, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. It might be a good stream, might be a terrible stream. I don't know. Listen to with no break. Yeah, but if I want to listen to music channels with no breaks, I literally pull up my phone and I have a downloads playlist and I have playlists on YouTube. So if I want to listen to music with no breaks, I literally just hit a playlist that has hundreds of songs on it and go for it. That's what I do a lot of times in my truck. Rumble doesn't provide anything that's the problem, is that website provide, never mind. All right. So I watched Spy Family. Everybody told me Spy Family was really fun and they loved it and it was a great show and it was so wholesome, and it's just so wholesome, guys, and it's really wholesome. By the way, did you know it's wholesome? Did you guys also know that the writing is subpar and the character development is not like there at all? Like if you watch if you want something that's just wholesome for wholesome sake, but has no other elements of a good show, go watch this show. Because I just can't do that. I just can't. It's just Calvin Gulata, he went over to Rumble. He's over there by himself. Hi, Calvin. You're over there by yourself. I'm sorry, buddy. It'd be like that sometimes. Right? Be like that. I use Spotify for one genre of music, Rumble for another genre. Oh, I've never even used Spotify. I use YouTube for everything. All right, Trippy Souls is first. Thank you. Thank you. An author, John A. Douglas, says, not to be much of a shill, but I think you'd find the story of my book to your taste as far as growth of characters. I will have to read. I mean, I have it. I just need to read it. Ziffy says, crap taste is very crappy. Apparently, he did not like my thoughts on Spy Family. Have a good one, Maji-chan. Have a good one. Have a good one at work. Don't listen to me at work. You'll get banned at work. Crimson Law says, I had the same thoughts about Spy Family. Super sweet and wholesome anime, but not the masterpiece everyone seemed to think it was. It was okay, but I was not inclined to watch past season 1 for the reason you mentioned. It was the same thing continuously. And here at the end, I must applaud you for at least trying the Apothecary Diaries. I have no idea whether you'll enjoy it, considering there's no fighting, but I certainly think it's great. Ironically, the Apothecary Diaries is objectively great. Like, that show, I did not expect to like the Apothecary Diaries as much as I did. And I will say this, it does have main character isms for sure. But it's, if you like a show that is kind of anime version of Sherlock Holmes set in, like, I think I want to say it's like feudal China. I don't think it's set in feudal Japan. But anyway, but yeah, I like the Apothecary Diaries. It's really, really good. I really, really like the show. I like the characters. I like the way it's done. Very fun show. I think it's is a seinen. It's not a shonen, because shonen is for teenage boys. I think it falls in, it is seinen. Is that how you say it? Seinen, which is it's for teenage girls, but ultimately really, really, really freaking fun. It is feudal China. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just looking at, I mean, I would say it's more rated like T for teen, PG-13. Like, it gets into some heavier stuff. So you would need to, it talks about like red light district stuff, and it kind of skirts around. It uses language. I mean, obviously you know what it's talking about, but it serves the show's purpose, right? It serves the show's purpose very, very well. So, really, really like that. Teen girls would be Jusei. Seinen is for adult men. Okay. Okay, Jusei. Shoujo is for teen girls. Oh, shoujo. My bad. Okay. Jeff Pennington. I kind of use it as a sitcom. It does not come across to me as a sitcom. I don't know if sitcom would work in anime form. That's weird. Very, very weird. Hey, look at that. Tim Allen went over to Rumble. Hogan's Heroes, Bewitched, Married with Children, Dinosaurs. Oh my God, Dinosaurs. Very little character development or plot furtherance in a sitcom. Usually, I also didn't find Anya to get annoying, but to be fair, I watched it week to week, and you binged 30 episodes pretty quick. That could be the thing. That could be why I don't like it. But expecting a show to be a certain way, then watching it and getting something else can definitely affect your experience of I wasn't expecting the show to be a certain way. I didn't know what to expect, but after after so many episodes, you start to go, these are the same characters that I saw in episode 1. I didn't expect. I guess if my expectations of a show or a series are character development after 30 episodes, and that's too much, I don't know. Looking forward to your review of Apothecary Diaries. Definitely a lot more character moments. Yeah, that show is great. That show is fantastic. Liu99 says the show's afraid to turn into Mr. and Mrs. Smith for a couple episodes and actually give their characters development. Dude, I agree. I think it absolutely is. That show is so afraid to do anything outside of cheap, stupid jokes. The issue with Spy Family is that it lays out a plot but never does anything to further that plot. Yeah, there's a plot there. They just can't be afraid to write it. It's freaking stupid, dude. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. I don't understand it. I really don't. All right. Hey, I had to go check my stream over on Twitch. You guys see that? Bam. Look at that. We're live on Twitch over there. I just wanted to see if we were live still. Bam. All right. That's what it looks like in the backstage of Twitch. I know, because I know some people like Twitch too, and Twitch allows you to multi-stream now, so there's no reason not to go over there. So, but yeah. So if anybody... All right. Hey, this is Kikomon. I know this guy. 100% agree with your review. Couldn't continue watching it. Rinse and repeat. Yep. Yeah, I might continue it, but I need to hear good things. If it comes out with another season, I need to hear good things. Q&A on Rumble, only streams. They might have more here. I probably wouldn't ever do a Rumble only stream because nobody shows up anyway, right? Like nobody. It's so freaking good for everybody to freaking talk, but nobody shows up there, right? And the other thing too is that its mobile app is fucking horrible, right? Because I know a lot of people that went over there and they're like, I would like to send a super chat, but I can't. And they're like, why? And it's like, oh, because you can't do that on their mobile app. And so when I transferred over here, because I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel, my wife and I have been talking about, I might update you guys on that because I'm thinking, I have thoughts and stuff and things. Hi, Hadge. White Claw from a mug these days. No, it's my I support indie creators mug. I would never put White Claw in that. That stuff is horrible. That stuff is garbage. Which it was freaking hilarious too, because one of my favorite shows to listen to every week is the Unsubscribed podcast, and those guys drink that. I'm like, I don't know how they do that. Mario Trujillo said, to put it in a way you'll understand, Spy Family got supernatural. Dumb. Okay, so probably gonna fight on that one. The series, to put it mildly, was a legit overnight success, and with that comes the editor. No! Supernatural had 5 of the best seasons of television that have ever aired. Okay? Supernatural was so popular that the fans made sure that through the writer's strike of 2005, that show was not canceled. Okay? That they're not even comparable. They're not even fucking comparable, dude. In any reality. Okay? Pressuring authors and artists to extend what would be an otherwise shorter series. Supernatural got to that possibly after the 5th season. I would say it really didn't start until season 8. Tim Allen sent in a $10 super chat over on Rumble. Thank you so much. May this help bring viewers here. Godspeed, young man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. All right. This is often the reason why some anime have such sudden shifts in tone or seem to drag out. Easily the best example of this is Dragon Ball. I don't know if that was so much the fans. I think that was more Shueisha. I don't know, Shueisha, and I don't know if Toyotaro had much. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a corporate thing now. It's God rest Akira Toriyama. That man wrote a story that literally changed the world, and had it not been for 101 Dalmatians, it never would have happened. I could go down a deep rabbit hole, but since I don't want to hurt your bush-addled brain, oh, you mother, I'll leave it at that. Great vid, bad taste, God bless. Till next time, Royce. I slightly perturbed at you, Mario Trujillo. What's going on, AC Pritchard? How you doing? What's going on? It's good to see you. I legit can't stand Rumble. I don't like using that site. Dude, it sucks. That's it. Yeah, it's a thing. And for people who like it, I guess you like it, but I don't see a lot of value over there. Revenge Revisited. Gonna be honest, I got bored and dropped it halfway through season 1. Did my internet crap out? Am I still here? Am I still here? Because it says my internet's getting laggy, and I don't like this. Ugh. I gotta watch the little bar. It tells me how good my internet is. You still live? Oh, God. I'm making a phone call tomorrow. Tianda, it doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Get it, Tim E. Allen T. Anyway, that's okay. All right, that's all right. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there was a frame or two where you froze. Ugh, great, big yeah. I just want to watch good mech sci-fi anime. Now back to normal carnage. I raise the mean horde of horse. Hoist the axis. All hail the Iron Age. I'm not super into mech sci-fi anime. I'm not really into a whole lot of sci-fi myself personally. Really, that Star Wars was like the only sci-fi I think I've ever been into. I've tried giving other. I mean, I like the original like Gundam Wing, but I don't know. I don't know. I never got. Everybody's like, oh, big stompy robots, and I'm like, not my thing. Not my thing. I guess I do prefer more like martial arts anime. Right. It's probably why I liked Windbreaker. Windbreaker, really freaking good. Solid message for the young men. Watch that show. Seriously. Like, it's one for the boys, guys. It's one for the boys. You got to watch Windbreaker. It's freaking awesome. I love it. It's great. Crystalac, it feels bad, but I have to agree. I really liked it at first, but it got stale because nothing of note happened for the rest of the episodes after an early point. It's true. Yes, you are physically still here. Mentally, I don't dare. I'm never mentally here. It's what I tell people at work. I am present, but I am not here. Darth Bobcat says, I'll say that I like it better as a manga than as an anime. The episodic style fits better as a manga chapters than as episodes. That would make sense. You need to watch the original Battlestar Galactica from the 1970s. I have such a problem. If there's a remastered version, maybe. I generally don't like older shows because they look like shit. I don't know. Maybe the audio is terrible. It's always bothered me, the audio from older shows, just because we didn't have the technology. And people look back on stuff with like rose-colored glasses, and it just, yeah. There are things that I look back on and I'm like, you're spoiled on new tech. I thought that like when I was in the 90s, like trying to watch some of the old stuff that my parents wanted me to watch, I was like, why does it sound like crap? Why does it look bad? Was good, and Voltron. Original Voltron was a little too campy. I like the Netflix Voltron that they did. That wasn't bad. I thought that was really cool. A lot of people got pissed off because they just totally deviated from the original series, which I understand. I still liked it. I mean, except for, they had to shoehorn in the message at the end, and I was like, whatever, that's fine. Fuck it. It's whatever. But I think the animation in that show was fucking God tier. Revenge of the... I can't say that on YouTube. Italian straight backs. No, the Italian Netflix Voltron was fucking awesome. Except for the ending. They really, really botched the ending. I will say this. The ending sucked. The animation was trash. Okay. That's an interesting take. Drake Tungsten, that was my problem with it too. After a while, I was wondering why the mission wasn't progressing. I realize a lot of these stories, they stretch out to milk the story for more money and they go on way too long. I remember when anime was done after 1 to 2 seasons and you had a complete story. Yeah, right? It's they're trying to chase the shonen style, the shonen jump, the massive, we're going to go on for 5 or 10 seasons. But it's like, dude, that's a rare thing. That's a rare thing for almost any show. So what's going on, Evely Music? It's good to see you. Hey, Leo. What's up? Oh, Raw and T, by the way. Hello. I forgot to say hello to you as well. Black Knight, did I say hello to you? You are into Star Shadow Rise. Yeah, playing yourself. I really like playing the game with you guys. I think playing the game with you guys is really, 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 really fun. I think the fact that I'm not a big sci-fi person is probably why I haven't gotten into the books as much. Like, I still haven't finished the first book. I've tried. The sci-fi world doesn't grab me for some. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't actually think of a sci-fi outside of Star Wars that I even like. I have lurkers on Rumble. Maybe, I don't know. Probably bots. I don't know of a sci. Anyway, back to Spy Family. I would have to think of that. I don't know if there's a sci-fi out there that I like outside of like original and Star Wars and even like the prequels. I would really need to think about that. Okay. Royce, try panty and stocking. No, absolutely not. That I'm not even going to type that into my phone. No, it's an anime series inspired by Drawn Together. What Drawn Together? Drawn Together. Why do I know that name? What do I know? What you think of Terminator Zero? I haven't seen it yet. I have heard good things about it, but I haven't seen. I will say this: Terminator 2 is. I really like Terminator 2. I agree with the Voltron section because they had to shove the agenda in, but the animation wasn't too bad. I liked it enough to watch still. Yeah, and they literally shoved the message in right at the end. Dude, some of those battle scenes those battle scenes were freaking baller. But yeah, they had to shove the message in because it was a Netflix product. Drawn Together. It's about 2 angels who get kicked out of heaven and must special tokens to get in. Season 2 coming, so now would be a good time to get onto Season 1. Also, quick side note, this is not a family-friendly anime because of its adult humor. Gotcha. Why are you guys talking in binary code in the chat? Stop that. Stop it. Then I noped out of there faster than Oh, God. Not going to read. Creative Welshman. Slightly long comment ahead. Not as long as some of your comments. I'm not sure everyone... I'm sure everyone has already said this, so I try to keep this point brief. Spy Family is an episodic series with an overarching plot. Yeah, but they never got to the overarching plot. That's everybody's problem with the show. I've seen episodic series that have an overarching plot. Hey, let's just talk about one. Fucking Supernatural. That was an episodic series that had an overarching plot, and the first 5 seasons were god tier. Just phenomenal. But the difference is they actually moved along. You had character progression. You had character story. Every 2 to 3 episodes, you had moments where the characters would become bigger and more and think differently, and they advanced as the people in the show. Okay. We all know that the main mission is to infiltrate an exclusive circle to learn more about Mr. Desmond. The true genius of the series is that each chapter of the manga has a mini story that helps us to understand the characters better. No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, the manga maybe. I don't know. I watched the show. Never have seen Supernatural. All right. Here's my challenge to everybody who hasn't seen it. Watch the first 3 episodes. It's actually Supernatural. That's where I get if I watch the first 3 episodes and I'm not into something, I usually bail. Now, because you guys are recommending anime to me, and I am, watching it all the way through, if the first 3 episodes don't grab me, I still continue to watch it because I'm doing reviews because you guys are recommending it. Watch the first 3 episodes of Supernatural. If you don't like it after that, it's not for you, right? Right, they're 45 minutes each, so a little over 2 hours of your day. If you got 2 hours of an evening that you want to kill, watch the first 3 episodes, and if after that you just decide it's not for you, it's not for you, right? But everybody that I've ever challenged to do that has legitimately come back and said that like they're like after they get 2 or 3 days in, they're multiple seasons into the show. They're like, holy crap, this is good. I'm like, yeah. The brothers dynamic is spot on. Oh, it's so spot on. It's oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it 3 episodes. If you don't like that, watch the time loop episode. The time loop episode is great. I love that one. Where was I on this? The true dreams of the series is that each chapter of the manga has a mini story that helps us to understand the characters better. That was not conveyed in the anime. So some of them break out in major arcs, such as the Under Wimbledon arc, where Twilight and Nightfall partake in an illegal tennis war when terrorists are plotting to go after the cruise ship. That didn't explain any of the other characters. I saw how badass that guy was in the first episode of the show. They didn't show me anything else. Nothing new was shown there. Okay, although the manga has made some progress with this plot, I reckon we're not even halfway done, as noted by the amount of Stella stars Anya has. Oh god, that was, yeah. By the time she has 8 stars, we'll be in the final arcs and things will be escalating rapidly. They better pick up the speed. One last side note, Yours Boss has taken interest in her fake husband handling Mr. Desmond's medical files, and Wise knows about Garden killing their agents. So a confrontation between Lloyd and Yor is coming. Yeah, and it should have pretty much already happened, or they should have hinted at it. 37 episodes, and I feel like I wasted my time. And again, adorable premise. After episode 4, you get nothing new in the show. Nothing. We just don't know when. We don't even know what Lloyd's name is. Yeah, and I don't want to know. And that was censored out on purpose. Yeah, and I'm good with that. He's the best spy on the planet. We don't need to know his name. I just want some plot, please. I really like the anime, but I do find the majority of your critiques valid. It should have more episodes that develops the characters, like making Yor and Lloyd a real couple, since, well, they seem to like each other. Yeah, that would have been cool. I don't find Anya annoying. Actually, she's my favorite one, lol. I like more silly stuff, but I hope they make the anime better. It would be nice. It would be nice. Very much so. Yeah, Spy Family. Spy Family. Of Nona? What? Sorry for the loss of your Nona. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you guys are talking over in Rumble. My bad. Oh, yeah, dude. That's not... I'm sorry, Calvin. All right, Julia Stakova. Manga's done better than the anime, but anime was still fun. Okay, well, that's what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing right now is that this is one of those cases where they did the manga bad injustice. They did the manga injustice. So thank you for everybody who's here right now. Hey, if you guys are lurking, put L in the chat for lurking. I just want to know that you're there. I know you're there, lurkers. You can say hi. It's not that hard. You can say hello. Only the more interesting part in anime, where the interactions between Anya and Damien. Okay, that was good. I liked the interactions between Anya and Damien. Those were fun. Yes. Okay. Of the anime itself. Also in the manga, Anya has more personal development. See, they needed that in the show. At least she'll starts to like learning, and she'll get another Stella star. Well, that's good. That's good. My TV is lurking. That's so cool. Like, seriously, if people put this on and they're just like, yeah, I'm just going to listen to this guy rant and rave while I clean my house or do my dishes. That's so freaking awesome. Hey, what's going on, DCC? How you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat. We're talking Spy Family right now, because that's the most recent animated that well, not the most recent, like as of like a week ago. The most recent that I watched was the Apothecary Diaries, which I need to do that review soon. I have to disagree with the idea that Anya doesn't get smarter. We see her learn to use her powers to manipulate things more and more, often quite in clever ways. Even her grades improve a bit. Yeah, okay, yeah. I would argue that she doesn't really use her powers I get the story seems to be more about Anya, but I would have liked to see more action. I agree. Quite well. Even her grades improve. Considering she's clearly younger than the rest of the students and goes to an elite school that she was not prepared for since she cheated her way into it. Did you look at the stuff they are studying on some of those tests too? No, because that needs to, no. Why? Why do I need to do in-depth stuff if I don't see it on the screen? Like, it needs to be. That's the thing about a show, right? I'm watching a show and I'm taking in information, and you need to make the information clearly visible to me. Right? Okay, the fact that she can read at her age is fairly impressive. Really, it's a comedy that throws logic out the window. Yeah, that's for damn sure. More often than not. When it fits the comedy, they have her be dumb and more her age. When the plot needs her to be, she's often very clever. And that is what I don't like, is the inconsistency in the character. I just don't like the inconsistency in the character at all. I don't know. There's a way to blend those two in every scene, and they didn't do it. I made a comment, I think, after the first season, this show needs to go somewhere. The baseline is amazing. The lore, comedy, slice of life, family action. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was interesting for me. I was like, man, because I was really I was enjoying it for like the first like 15 episodes. And then all of a sudden, I just kind of was like, well, wait, where is this going? And then it didn't. And then I looked back on it and I was like, wait, when did it stop progressing? And I think it's refreshing. And it's so refreshing that you don't realize you're not getting anything. You're not getting anything out of it until later, which I think is, does a good job. But again, about 15 episodes in, I started to realize that the show was going nowhere and we needed to do something else. So yeah. The cuteness, everything is well balanced and very good. Sadly, the story progression is not there. Like you said, over 30 episodes, no new plot, which is pretty bad if you compare with Kaguya-sama. That makes a big step forward at the third season. Interesting. Did you put... Kaguya... I can't say those words. All right. Sherman. We're going to go with Sherman. Well, I agree with your criticism. I also think you're giving them a poor shake. For one, it has been, 6 months? How much can people change in that time? Oh. Well, I'm going to be really honest with you. This isn't real fucking life. And in a show, the whole point is to, something like this is to be an analogous, right? An analog, right? Or an allegory of people changing. Okay. So yeah, I'm not watching anime for realism. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Like, if I was watching anime for realism, I would not be a Dragon Ball fan. So, sure, they can get new skills, but the framework that makes up their personality is generally slow to change. Yeah, I agree. In the real world, absolutely. Not watching this show for that. Thinking of the show as a slice of life with spy antics is better. And maybe that's why I don't like it, because I don't like slice of life shows. And I skip slice of life episodes in every single anime that I watch. I hate them. I can't stand them. They're not fun. I don't like the slice of life stuff. That's not usually why I watch them. Now, I understood that we were going to get a lot of that in this show, and so I was fine with it to a certain degree. But again, there's no development. Okay, I think people get hung up on the spy thriller angle as opposed to the reality of day-to-day life. I'm not there for fucking reality. Like, I'm not saying this is a good excuse for the pacing problems, but it is realistic. That's what makes it fucking bad. This is an anime. Yeah, guys, I'm watching anime for realism. I don't know if you know this, right? I'm watching Vegeta learning to drive in DBZ, the pink shirt, right? Oh my God. Guys, we're watching it all wrong. It's got to be real. We got to watch the anime for the realism, guys. For the realsies, okay? We've got to watch it for the fucking realsies. Oh my God. Oh. Overlord. If you like villain stories, I'm not super sure what you like, but I'd say give it to episode 5. Overlord. I think I tried watching that and it didn't grab me. I tried watching that a while back. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out there that can't come up with a good name. I like your name. It's true. There is very little character development. It's almost as if the writer is allergic to showing any real, not comedic, human raw emotion. That would be kind of, having some sort. I think that's where Serial Experiment Lane is a little too real. I tried watching that when I was in high school, and I was like, this is dumb. Ow. Stupid callus. Callus is peeling off of my thumb. Anyway, I digress. And that's the problem is like the characters they always have the same emotion or they have comedic emotion. It was weird. Melancholy Joker says, I think it's still her first year at school, so it makes sense the character are slow cooking that development. But where's the plot? Where's the plot? It's cute anime. You don't need to theory craft around it. I never theory crafted. When did I theory craft? Gumi, man? That sounds gross. I didn't theory craft anything. I was just like, man, it'd be really nice if, we could move the fucking plot along. Like, let's fucking go, man. That's why no one is talking about it. There isn't anything to talk about. Yes, you're right. There is nothing to talk about. You know what the funny thing is? People are still talking about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z 40 fucking years later. This show is 6 months in and we can't talk about it unless you're somebody like me who's like, I'll check it out. Like, people are still talking about Star Wars. Come the fuck on. People are still talking about video games. Halo. People are still talking about these. There isn't anything to talk. That's not a good thing. That's not good. All right. It's a fun anime. Yeah, for a few episodes, it is. It's not going anywhere. That's a problem. It didn't drop off. It's just a sitcom. Yet no, the spy background story doesn't matter. That's retarded. Why introduce something that doesn't matter? That is the worst cope. This part of the story doesn't matter. Then why even put it in the show? If it doesn't matter, why write it into the show? Why write it into the manga? If it doesn't matter. Fuck, I hate this shit. I think you're trying hard to get something out of it that it's not meant to be. No, I think I looked at the fucking show that they presented me and asked, why did you show me all this information that you're not going to continue to use? God, I hate that. You just want it to be something it's not. No! It promised me something in episode 1 and episode 2 and didn't deliver. I'm not going to read that word. But F-A-G-A-C-A. I don't know how to say that. The manga is kind of everywhere and boring. Lost a bit of the plot, in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. Elena, 4070. I've began reading Spy Family in early 2021. I've reread the series 5 times already. I own the whole series as of currently and collect the latest manga volumes when I stop by Barnes & Nobles every few months. Oh, that's cool. The reason why I feel in love, feel or fell, but either way, both work here, with this series is mainly because it was what I read to comfort myself at the time. Oh, there you go. When the coup happened, nothing in my life had changed. I was already stuck at home all day with no end in sight for a few years prior. I was a homeschooled. She makes it sound like homeschool kids are a slur. I was a homeschooled. I was also a homeschooled. My kids are also a homeschooled. Good damn homeschooleds. I have never been great at making friends. That's your problem and your parents' problem. And my family was a mess, so I learned I'd rather be alone than around anybody. That's got nothing to do with being homeschooled. My kids make friends every single time they go out, and my kids are often asked to go over to other people's houses to play video games and do the sleepovers and stuff like that. So my kids are always making friends at the park and stuff like that. That's got nothing to do with being homeschooled. That has everything to do with your parents sucking at being parents. So, let's not go down that road. Darkish Multiverse. I was a homeschooled, right? Oh, God. Yeah, I agree, Crimson Law. It's not a sitcom. It's not. It's not a sitcom. Spy Family came to my life perfect time. It was simple story with some fun moving parts in the background, but with the main focus being on the wacky family trying to be normal. And that got really, really boring very, very quickly. Well, looks like we got us homeschooled here. It's a slur now. You gotta be careful. If them homeschools move into this town, our property values are gonna go down. Get them damn homeschools off my lawn. Oh, God. It was safe and offered comfort when I managed to get my girlfriend to watch the first episode a year ago. She began crying at the end of episode 1. You guys don't sound emotionally stable. She had a terrible childhood. Oh, well, okay, I am correct then. You guys had a bad childhood. I'm sorry to hear that. She fell in love with the series for the same reason I had. It's comforting. The series succeeds at what it's trying to be, a sitcom. It's not a fucking sitcom! The series just isn't for you, and that's okay. It's not a sitcom! Them homeschools took her germs. Oh, God. You know what, like, a decent sitcom is that's probably, and it's more of a movie, and I may be speaking heresy right now, but out of all of them where I'm just like, you know what, this is just the closest one that I remember, Kiki's Delivery Service, Studio Ghibli. Sitcom may not be quite right, but it has that feel. Or you can go on a date, and it gets exciting until you reach. Oh, God. You guys are talking all kinds of. That's false advertisement, right? Aneurysm Royce, he homeschooled. Oh, my God, yeah. Colin 3. People who defend Spy Family and claim for it to be boring because it's a slice of life are coping. As someone who was a huge fan of Spy Family, it definitely fell off. There's a reason no one talks about it anymore. The beginning of Spy Family made up the plot to be a spy action type of anime, but it's been 4 years and there haven't been much development with this within the story. It got boring for people who say it's a sitcom. You can still make that genre entertaining and have the plot develop. The truth is the author wants the manga to be long but doesn't know how to go about it. So he prolongs the plot and adds filler chapters to create that. TLDR, Spy Family's plot got lost, unfortunately. Oof. I'm seeing a lot more people feel the way that I feel on this one. Crimson Law, as a homeschooled, you fucking homeschooled, I take offense to being called a shut-in. I touch grass every day. Well, yeah, you have to mow it. I mean, not every day. I mean, get a hobby. Like, if you're mowing your grass every day, you don't have to mow your grass every day. Darkish Multiverse. We don't take too kindly to them homeschools with their being good at math and knowing their history. Oh my God. I need to make a t-shirt. I need to make a t-shirt. It's like, oh God, what should I make a t-shirt? I gotta make a t-shirt for them homeschooled. Oh, I need to turn this into like a slur shirt. It'd be great. I need to talk with my wife. I'd be like, it needs to be like, we don't want them homeschooled around these parts. Bella Harbasa. Whoa, Bella Harbasa. Hey, that's a word. It's a sitcom. Well, it's a boring one. I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking the same way. Yeah. The cruise arc was stupid. Yeah. But show is okay overall. It's not horrible. It's just boring. Like, it's not the worst thing on the planet. ADWC homeschooling shirts, right? I should do that. The homeschooled took her jobs. Oh God. I should do that. It's so freaking good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make homeschooled shirts. Oh, it'd be so great. I need to do that. I need to talk with my wife today and be like, we need to get on this. I need a shirt like stat. Like, we need to do this. I'll get it done by the end of the day and see if I can't get it up on, oh, look, the homeschools are dissecting animals. Oh, man. Oh, have a good one, Calvin, and thanks for hanging out, especially over on Rumble, man. I appreciate it. Ramlin75. Trigun was released in 1998. I saw it sometime after that, and I still think about it today. I've seen hundreds of anime, and there are some that are really exceptional, like Parasite or Full Metal Alchemist. But for me, Trigun is in a league of its own. The main character, the world building, the character progression, the unveiling of truth. It starts like a joke. I've never seen Trigun, but I have heard it's very good. You damn homeschoolers. Wasn't that a debate you had with a couple of weirdos? Wait, what debate? What debate did I have? I don't remember. I do too many of these things. I don't debate a lot of people. Not anymore. It's I don't know. I don't know. It starts like a joke. It's lighthearted fun in the Wild West world. Oh, hey, you know what I should do is I should check to see if we've gotten any super chats through the PayPal. No, I do not see any. Okay, sorry. Ooh, almost forgot to check that. Animal skulls oh, no. It wasn't a debate. People were Hold on, let me finish this really quickly. Progression and the unveiling of the truth. It starts as a joke. It's lighthearted fun in a Wild West world of violence. That's probably why I didn't like it. I'm not big into I don't like Westerns either. But it changes. It changes a lot. This is a pure light against the deepest darkness in a world never before seen. Trigun is lightning in a bottle. It's a true masterpiece and deceptive. So maybe I'll check that out. I've never seen Trigun. Homeschooler is using the hard R. Oh, man. Oh, God. Dutch Dread. Predicted this after 1 or 2 episodes. Fun anime, but nothing special. 7 out of 10. Misses that X factor. I'd say a 6. I'd say a 6 out of 10. I don't. 7's a little high. 7's a bit much. It's just a little too much there. Too big. Some might say it's way too much, actually. But yeah, I like the idea and its characters, but the misunderstandings and Anya being the only one who knows what's going on got old quickly. That got old way too quickly. Yes. Homeschools. I need to text my wife and be like, okay, we need to make a shirt. We need to figure out what sounds really, really bad when you say a slur in it, and we'll just replace the slur with the word homeschooled, and then we'll make those shirts. Oh, dude, I need to do this. I actually unironically know so many homeschool families that would probably wear them. I'm gonna do this. It's a thing. I look at it as like a slice of life with dangerous elements injected into it for fun and comedic effect. Try Sakamoto Days. Do you guys know of this show? Sakamoto Days. All right, and we're back. Oh, man. Oh, lots of comments on that video. Not a lot of threads either. Usually I get that many comments on a video. Most of them are threads. is very, very interesting to say the least. Very interesting to say the least. All right. Then I talked about the FMA Brotherhood contradiction or not. I've only got like 10 comments on that one. Not a whole lot. I think I did something wrong with this video. I think I changed the title a couple of times within the first 12 hours, which I know I'm not supposed to do, and I still did it. Yeah, it's coming 2025. Okay. Oh, it's a manga. I don't have the money to get mangas right now, so yup, that's where I'm at. Do you remember? I remember, right? Wait, why are you membering? Homeschool is your channel's new insignificant insignificance. Oh, yeah. That one was a little forced, the insignificant insignificance. That was fun. I remember that. That was good times. That was very good times. Homeschooling be about the butchering and the chainsaw and doing the dirty stuffs that makes homes work. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. You did something wrong. You were in the video. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Anyway, so, the truth from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. After reading people's comments on my video, made me think. You guys made me think. Screw you, chat. But it was a good thought, so maybe less screw you and more. Now, I'm not going to say thank you. That's way too much for you guys. But anyway, you're here. But you made me think. Right? You made me think. And it was a good think. So I'll give that to you. Damn homeschooler. Oh, God. Trip Soul says the truth is the truth and the cake is a lie. Yes. But also has nothing to do with the show. Don't get the Dutch joke style. No. Well, I am not Dutch. I'm American. And obviously, we are going to have differences. Most of us are pretty much the same. We all enjoy the same stuff and stuff like that. But there is definitely differences that, like, you grew up with probably comedic styles and sitcoms that I don't know nothing about. So Drake Tungsten says, well, you came to the same conclusion I did anyway, for whatever that's worth. Awesome. Yeah, so my, that was interesting. It was interesting. All right, 6. Dang, you actually figured it out. Sheesh, I was left confused at the end of the show, but what you said makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much. Yeah, the truth discussion is a very interesting one. I liked it. I don't like trying to get very philosophical with shows because I feel like when you get philosophical with shows, you're oftentimes trying to outthink the author. When the author is just trying to write something that's pretty, but some, I guess in this instance, it was needed. It was much needed. So yeah, Royce makes sense. What timeline is this? Hey, well, it happens once in a while. Crimson Law. After the first video, I simply chalked it up to being one of those things that doesn't need to be thought about too terribly much. In the end, whether it made sense or not, the story still worked from beginning to end. If how the truth treated the two boys was a major part of the plot, it would probably matter more. Yeah, I think it's just the catalyst, realistically. That's generally... I don't even know if it was really the catalyst, because it's a thing that happened and it just so happens to intertwine with the overall plot of the story. But again, it was never something I thought needed to be sorted out or analyzed the way that Tokyo Revengers obligatorily dunking on that series every chance I get. Terribly botched ending, utterly shredded the rules of the series. To that point, yeah. That said, regardless of the triviality, it's still fun to do this kind of stuff and have these sorts of discussions. I like the answer you've arrived at, and that's really all that matters to me. Thank you, Crimson Lock. Yeah, and yeah, also, fuck Tokyo Revengers. I hated that show. God, I hated that show so bad. Oh, my God. Did I miss the unhinged rant yet? I haven't gone on an unhinged rant yet. I've gone on a couple of rants. Ow, I got something in my eye. Damn it. I already talked a bunch of crap about Rumble. How everybody's like, no, it's a great platform. And legitimately, Calvin was over there. Now Tim Allen's over there by himself. Right? All praise Tokyo. Tokyo Revengers is a horrible show. It really is. Machi Chan, I see you have become the very weeb you so freely mocked. I'm a weeb for the views. I'll be honest about it. I'm a weeb for the views. This video got no views. I think this one was my fault though. Like legitimately, I think I screwed up on this one by changing the title within the first 12 hours. Never, ever, ever do that on a video. Ever. It's not a good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Legnaya Underground. In short, truth is God that can do everything they see fitting. Makes sense. Of course, truth was left, I think, intentionally vague. Yes, I can agree to that. I do agree that they were left intentionally vague for a reason. I'm alone in this cruel world, just me and my mead. As immortals just cannot fully understand God, maybe? I think so. And everybody can choose their own headcanon about that. I don't like it when authors do that with headcanon because it gets a little murky if you don't do it right. But I know a lot of people who absolutely loved Windbreaker. Windbreaker is really good, dude. Windbreaker is... I was shocked when I saw that show. I was like, wow. Maybe the truth is actually wearing Alphonse's body, but acting more nicely because being truth, part of everyone, and everyone being a part of truth, he reflects the person he's impersonating. Alphonse is polite, while Edward and Father are more cocky. Maybe truth can even talk to himself due to the fact that there isn't only one truth. No, there is one truth, and that's they really nailed that in the show. They didn't do that. Everyone has got his own version of truth linked in some way. All is one, one is all. No, but there's only one truth in the show. That's why they say one, right? They don't say they don't say all is many and many is all. They don't say that, right? They say all is one, one is all. So I disagree with that statement right there, just on its face. After all, even in Christianity, God is one and three. No, that is incorrect. At the same time, I don't want to start a discussion about real-world religions. I just wanted to briefly mention a parallel that God can be one and many at the same time. All right, we'll move on. We're going to move on from that. Or maybe Al is just Al and truth decided to not wear him because there was no need, while instead having Edward's limbs rotting on the ground would have been nice. Who knows? I guess the technical way truth works wasn't the author's priority. I also don't think when you're getting into gods, we don't understand how an omnipotent being works. So yes. Hey, look at that. John A. Douglas. I shamed him and he went over to Rumble. Yeah. Okay. I just want to point. Okay. Let's just point this out really quickly. I just want to point this out. Okay. The guy who literally tells me that I'm wrong about Rumble all the time joins YouTube first and doesn't go over to Rumble until I shame him into it. I just for future, it's come to our calls for aid and the Rohan shall answer. Fourth Rumblers. Yeah. I mean, if people want to go over there, they can. If people want to go over there, they can. All right. Oh, like I said, I may or may not. I don't know. We'll touch base. Let me finish these comments here, and then we'll talk about that situation again. Okay, rumor. Ooh, I like that name. It's really funny. The truth is fair in whatever punishment it gives out to those. To those who does human transmutation. Yes. Edward lost a leg because he stepped a foot to God. Al lost his body because nothing he wanted more than to feel the warmth of his mother again. So truth took his body so he can never feel anything again. For the teacher, he took her reproductive organs so she can never bear children. And Mustang, even though he was forced to open the gate, truth took his eyesight so he can never see the place he wanted to change. See, but that pisses me off too, because he didn't even do it. It wasn't even his crime, right? Do you still want the readings? What readings? What are you talking about, Sassy77? Anyway, oh, you're talking with other people. I was on the Rumble before you were, and Odyssey. Really? Do we want to see how long my Odyssey channel's been there? Why don't you go check A Drink with Crazy on Odyssey and you tell me when I created my Odyssey channel? Just throw that out there. Did you know I was on Odyssey? How about BitChute? Go check my BitChute too. I don't think it's linked anymore, but I'm also on BitChute as well. Yeah. I was also on Parler. Yeah. I've tried a lot of these alternative tech sites that are apparently going to be the next big thing. So just throwing it out there. You one up me. You're more than willing to try. I've never heard of Odyssey or BitChute. Yeah, I have. Teacher. Okay. Mustang. I was at the Mustang thing. Okay. Truth took his eyesight. Yes. Truth takes what the part of you is most. I think there's a language barrier here that is most valuable, so that you can never get what you truly desire in order to teach you a lesson. Alchemy doesn't just solve problems; it causes them too. Yes, and that's what Ed learned when he faced the truth for the last time. Yeah, I get it. Totally get it. I followed everyone on Odyssey. I only created a Odyssey account. It is the only creator who I have ever gone and created an account specifically to follow them. And it was when, during the COOF, Computing Forever which is Dave Cullen now on YouTube, but he only does sci-fi reviews. Computing Forever, I followed him specifically on Odyssey. He is the only one. So Creative Welshman. The truth is that goats are in control of the world, and only by drinking White Claw can we be free of their tyranny. That's weird. Jokes aside, I can't remember which adaptation it was, but I think it was Brotherhood. Alfonso, when he unlocks the ability to transmutate without a circle, he remembers being inside the body they created at the start of the series. Yes, I remember that as well. I don't know if that helps with the understanding what happened when they tried to bring their mother back. That said, author initially wanted to write a story about the Philosopher's Stone, impressed by Square Enix because the stone was an item in the Dragon Quest games. Yeah, my cousin played the 5th one a lot. I think it was the 5th one, pretty sure. Listen, damn it, I'm Gen X and we're stuck in our ways. That's your problem. That's your problem, not mine. All right, she quickly realized that there wasn't any consistent lore behind the stone in general, so pivoted her story towards more interesting storylines. Here's the thing. Full Metal Alchemist is fantastic. It really is. I don't really have a problem with the show at all. I do like to look at stuff and have these fun conversations, though. That's what makes it fun. Anybody else notice that BitChute? Yeah, I know, right? Now 2 minutes of silence for Maze Hughes, the #1 anime dad and OG. Damn it, it's raining. I don't know, that was okay. Hey, what's going on, Whimsyland? How are you? Oh, you're not even hanging out for a while. You're just dipping and leaving. Screw you. So Hughes was an all right character. He was really kind of, I don't know. I don't think Brotherhood did him justice. I think probably he had better in the manga. Yeah. No, so going back to like the Rumble thing, like I said, yeah, I'm over on Odyssey. I'm over on Rumble. There is a BitChute. I don't know if it's still linked to YouTube anymore. I was on Parler before they nuked that into the ground. What else? There's been a bunch of them over the years that I've been on. And overall, what I have found out is that there is no added value. There's no value to go to these other sites, right? There is no value to go to these other sites. And people say, yeah, the free speech and my freedom and the free speech and the freedom. And it's like, yeah, okay. But like, you don't go there until somebody gets banned, right? Like, I would say this. If YouTube ever bans me, you guys would be forced into a position to go over to Rumble if you still cared enough about me as a content creator or as an entertainer to follow over there. If you did not, you wouldn't go over to Rumble, right? So that's one of the big things here. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's go to a channel much larger than mine. And we'll break some things down real quickly. Let me go here. Oh, my internet is loading slowly. It's there, that's it. Oh, right. Let's pull this up. Stop it. There we go. Okay. This is a clip that I clipped from the Unsubscribed podcast. Okay? I just need to make sure you guys can hear this. All right, ready? Oh, wait, can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it? So let me scroll back a little bit here. Can you hear it? That's interesting. Is it not coming through? It should be. Oh, you know what? I bet. I know what it is. Because I don't have it set for that one. Forgot to change it. My bad. All right, here we go. I changed it. We should be good now.
You people have everyone shouting, go to Rumbler and all this shit. Rumbler.
Can you guys hear it now? Chat, you got to tell me. Should be fixed now. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Finally, somebody answered. Okay. Here we go. We'll watch the whole clip. This is a clip from their podcast that I took a few weeks back.
Yes, you people have everyone shouting, go to Rumbler and all this shit. Rumbler.
Sounds like some bullshit someone would go to. So.
Yeah.
But what's funny, my favorite reaction to that was actually Mr. Guns and Gear. Because people were like, people were bullying him. They're like, dude, why don't you go to fucking Rumble? Why do you still give YouTube your time and money, blah, blah, blah. And he replied, he's like, I'm on Rumble. The fact that you don't know that is why Rumble will never take off. He's like, I've uploaded to Rumble for years. You don't fucking use it.
Dude, you don't have the conversion, the audience. Yes, you people have everyone shouting.
And that's it. Right? When I saw that, I was like, wow. Because that's exactly what I have experienced. Right? That's exactly what I have experienced. Everybody talks about these alt-tech platforms. And the fact of the matter is, the only thing that they are good for are for the people that YouTube doesn't want. Right? That's it. Like, you're not going, like, if you are a Rumble-only channel, there were people out there being like, guys, if you're a content creator, the best thing to do is start a Rumble channel. You're going to grow like crazy. Remember that shit? You remember the, like, absolute just retardation? Do you remember that? Again, guys, the only reason that I keep Rumble, I was not going to go live on Rumble right now. However, legitimately, I had to think about it. Rumble is an option for super chats. It's a little bit of an easier option because we have some people that want to do super chats, right? Which is fine. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, when I stopped live streaming on the monetized channel, people are like, but we're not going to be able to super chat anymore. And I was like, yeah, you are. You can do it on Rumble. Right? And everybody's like, oh, Royce, we really want to support you. We love supporting you. And I was like, guys, and you can't, like, and you still super chat over on Rumble, right? There's a PayPal link right here, right? And a lot of people, actually more people have taken to like the PayPal links and stuff like that, which is really cool. And I really do appreciate it. But I had to start doing the PayPal link because nobody would go over to Rumble, right? That's the problem with it. This website supposedly is so fucking fantastic that nobody goes over to it, right? Nobody knows that other people are even on it. And I get kind of tired of, and people are like, well, we don't like the censorship and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, and until you can buy your own servers, which are expensive, until you can buy your own servers, host your own website, and put your own hard-earned cash and then monetize it like that, you're using someone else's platform to host your videos, your channel. That's the thing. Everybody's like, "What? How dare YouTube?" Yeah, how dare YouTube host billions of people? Billions of people. And all they ask is, hey, we don't like this language, which kind of fucking sucks. I don't disagree, but we're hosting your stuff. You know how many thousands of dollars it is right now for YouTube to have a server that has me live streaming? Do you have any idea how many thousands of dollars that costs? It's not cheap. And I'm on an unmonetized channel right now. They are legitimately losing money by the thousands on me right now. Okay? But again, about Tree Fitty, right? I got it, Plague. That's awesome, man. Again, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, people didn't like my Rumble, my Rumble rant. Haha, see what I did there? People left. They're like, we don't want to hear him talk bad about Rumble. So they left. It is frustrating to me. It is frustrating to me that this is even a thing. Because about a year ago, I remember when we were in the Discord before we got rid of that, I was kind of saying the same thing. I was like, look, like nobody even goes over there. I'm like, it's kind of a pointless website, this, that, and the other thing. And they were like, Royce, why don't you do a Rumble only stream? Why don't you do that? I was like, I got a question. I'm already live streaming on Rumble. Why don't you just go over there? Like, why don't you just go over there? And they were like, wow, yeah, you actually got a point. I'm like, I'm already streaming over there. So what, I have to do a special stream? I have to do a special stream to get you to go over there. Right? I have to shut down my live stream on my YouTube channel. The monetized channel was getting more viewership at the time. I have to shut down a stream on that channel. And I have to stream over on this place that nobody wants to go to anyway, just to force people to go over there? Don't you think that's kind of backwards? Leo said, I think Pirate Software said it was varying thousands of dollars for minutes depending on the quality. Yeah, if I was streaming in like 1080p, which I can't because StreamYard won't let me multi-stream like that, yeah. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Tim Allen over on Rumble says, when someone like Google owns YouTube, they become the Walmart of live streaming. Yeah, and guess what? Everybody goes to Walmart. Everybody goes to Walmart. Right? All right. Let's go over here. All right, upper echelon versus the gaming community. After Grum's video, I had to put some words in there because it wasn't getting clicks. Changed it after 12 hours. Never change your title within the first 12 hours. If you're like, oh, hey, it's not performing the way I want it to, never change your title within the first 12 hours. That's what I did on my Truth video. And it was bad. Author John A. Douglas, skill issue. For Wise. Man. I met crystal meth Hulk Hogan at Walmart. I've met some weird people at Walmart too. Yeah. Dude, is the People of Walmart website still up? Do they still do that? Oh, that's so great. Ensign T. This guy here was a Locals supporter of mine. Oh, yeah, I had Locals for a long time. I think I deactivated that, though, because nobody fucking went over there. But I also can't really provide a whole lot of other stuff because I'm doing the best that I can with what I have right now. So I'm not really giving a lot of stiffs. lot of stiffs to do to incentivize other people to support in other places because I just don't. I need to figure out how to better manage my time. So, thumbs up, but I dislike the background music. 10-4. Everybody else dislike the background. I don't know. I like that song. I really, really like that song. I like it a lot. It's one of the newer ones that I downloaded. But yeah, Spider Soldier. I'll just say what killed gaming for me was getting married, having a kid. That's not what the fucking video was about. And building friendships. I don't buy new games and only play the ones I already have. From what I've seen, the gaming industry has failed to capture the next generation's interests for the most part. You are not incorrect, Spider Soldier, but that has nothing to do with the video. Absolutely nothing to do with the video. You could always add White Claw as an advertiser. Trust me, apparently Caro Brown does that every few weeks. She just resends out a White Claw, and I'm like, no. Stop it. Just no. Lord Simon, Royce, what the hell? Are you talking about me? Maybe. Hey, what's going on, D. Gray? How you doing, man? Good to see you pop in. With that out of the way, I'm assuming this community post from Upper Echelon was spurred on in response to his video on Grums. Potentially, yeah, I think they went up the same day. A lot of the hate is from comparing Grums to Zoe Quinn. I could see the comparison and why he made them, but I can also see why people disagree. I think when people are so pissed off that they actually find his cell phone and they fucking call him to yell at him and he doesn't even know them and he's like, why is my fucking phone blowing up, right? That's a step too fucking far. Okay. That's a step too fucking far if you ask me. However, I think people are too caught up on who the people are rather than the situations Upper Echelon was discussing and the parallels between them. Yeah, I can absolutely agree. Chugging along, been struggling to even lurk lately. Work. Well, dude. Hey, yeah, like, and if you can't lurk, rest. Take a day. Rest. AAA gaming is mostly dead to me. Indie RPGs are mainly what I play these days. Honestly, I don't think Grums is as bad as someone like Zoe Quinn, but the more I learn about him, the more I think he deserves the hate. A lot of people, here's some info coming out about this guy. A lot of people are like, yeah, he's absolutely a grifter. And I'm like, maybe he is. I don't know. Could be. Yeah, Zoe Quinn's sucks, but that wasn't what the video was about. It was about Grum's game. God, I forget how does Ember. Oh yeah, Emater. I'm gonna call it Emater because that's what it looks like. Emater. Ember, it's not, no, that's an 8. We're calling it Emater from now on. And the similarities of the project to one crowdfunded by Zoe. Yeah, and that was the whole point. It was like, look, you're going to give crap to Zoe Quinn for doing this stuff, but you're not going to give crap to Grums for doing the same damn thing. Like, why the difference? And it is political ideology. 1,000% political ideology. It's because Grums talks about the bad woke lefties and talks about how I don't have tits and ass in video games anymore. And I like that Grums talks about that stuff with me. Grums good. Grums very good. Fucking stupid. I was sitting there thinking about it today. I was like, I don't think I've ever played a video game with a female protagonist. I think because I wanted to unlock characters, I did one playthrough one time of KOTOR 2, and that was it. And I hated it. I'm like, yeah. I don't play video games with female protagonists. And yeah, so anyway, my first thought was when he was discussing the lack of progress on Emater was the similarities with Star Citizen. I didn't even know about Zoe Quinn's other game project outside of Depression Quest. Maybe Star Citizen was too much of a low-hanging fruit to mention. Possibly. Grums, I don't know, kind of came out of nowhere, and a lot of people in the space, I think because he had some credentials, but I played Dead or Alive to Leifang for the win. Never played Dead or Alive. I've never played Dead or Alive. Never played. I may have played a female character back in the old like Mortal Kombat days and Street Fighter, but I don't remember who it would have been. I was a little kid then. I barely know who Grums is. Some developer. I think he used to work for World of Warcraft, but I'm not sure. Crimson Law. In 2020, I tuned out of the politics scene because it had become a crusade of the day kind of topic. There was always something new to be angry about. Oh, yeah. At the beginning of this year, I had to do the same for the culture war stuff. As fun as it is to listen to people tear into some of these things, I get bored with hearing the same thing over and over again. That's kind of where I'm at, too. Everything is just crusade of the day now, and I wonder how people don't get exhausted spending all that energy keeping up with the things they don't like. Yeah. It's really freaking interesting. Very much so. Eric Grant says, great breakdown. The comments on that video was a wake-up call for me. A lot of people are just really dumb. Dude, it's stupid. Upper Echelon is one of the most detailed content creators that I've ever even seen. His breakdowns on what's happening in industry and business and tech and how all of it's working around in and around entertainment is phenomenal, dude. Absolutely phenomenal. And if people are pissed off because he's like, look, like I see the same problems with the people that are claiming to be on the right side of the culture war. They're doing the same crap as the people on the left. Why are we not calling it out? He's right. He is 100% right. Right? Dude, how many times? I have a high boredom tolerance. All my jobs have been dull. I look into upper echelon games. He's not upper echelon gaming anymore. He's just upper echelon. He used to be upper echelon gaming, but he's not. He's really freaking good, dude. Very, very good. Maji Chan said, well said. Thank you, Maji Chan. Great Welshman, no time for a super long comment, so I'll summarize my points here on how to properly combat the cultural Marxists. Creative Welshman, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you didn't watch the video. Keep discourse civil. Don't flip out on them, otherwise they win. Vote with your wallet and show the companies where the real money is. Okay, Creative Welshman. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, dude. You are the topic of the video and the topic of what Upper Echelon was saying. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a dick, dude, but like you are doing exactly what I said people were doing in the video. You are coming out with the same copy pasta lines that you hear from other YouTubers out there, right? He wasn't talking about leftists in the video. He was talking about people who politically agree with us, but are such big political zealots, they cannot accept any criticism of people who are on our side of the aisle, right? Like, I can say that I might agree with you politically, but I also think you're being stupid here. There are people who cannot handle that. Okay? Keep discourse civil, don't flip out on otherwise. Because they weren't talking about the cultural Marxists. The video had nothing to do with the cultural Marxists at all, in any way. It was, he went out, he made a video talking about Grums and what was going on with Grums, and the people did not like that. You can't say anything bad about Grums. Grums is on our side. And he's like, no, he's doing stupid stuff. I can call out stupid stuff where I see it, right? So you're literally, you said you watched the video, but again, you're so entrenched in it, you don't realize we're talking about people on the right. We're talking about people who are not cultural Marxists. We are talking about people who are anti-woke, who are probably libertarian, and are too stupid to call out anybody on our own side to do some decent housekeeping. Okay. Vote with your wallet and show the companies where the real money is. That was never mentioned in the post, in the video at all. Ignore far left screechers. They thrive off of attention. He was talking about the right. He was talking about people on the right side of the aisle, not far left. He was talking about the right-wing people who came after him because he criticized Grums. Okay? Tell your friends and family about easily accessible alternative media. You've heard me rant on Rumble. If alternative media is so damn good, why aren't you on Rumble? Again, you're getting your talking points from other people. And guess what? Most of it's bullshit. Collect receipts when someone is trying to cancel you. That never talked about that at all. That wasn't in the post. He talked about people who were right-wingers who went and found his cell phone number and then called him to bitch him out because he was saying that Grums is doing the same shit that Grums complains about other people doing. He was pointing out the hypocrisy. Not alt tech, alt media like books. Okay, don't call it alt media. Please call it indie. I would appreciate indie. That clears it up. I apologize for that one. That one, if we have a misunderstanding there, we're cool on that, okay? Probably indie media, okay? Build a strong, self-sustainable business with profit. Yes, that had nothing to do with this video at all. Stock up on PPEs and supplies if you are... So you are never caught short. No, I'm going to go recover from the flu. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. If you have the flu right now, that may be why you're this off base, man. But, dude, I legitimately don't, like, either you can't comprehend the fact that he was talking about people who he politically agrees with yelling at him because he didn't just defend somebody when he sees some hypocrisy, or you are the zealot that was mentioned. I don't know. If you've got the flu, you're not feeling good, maybe you're just not with it. I don't know. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. But dude, this is bad. This is not the video to make a comment like this on. Like, this is bad. Aloy, I think the problem is that if and when people housekeep, it leads to infighting. The left doesn't do that, and it leads them to getting ahead. No, they absolutely do housekeep. How many left-wing, holy crap, they tried to cancel J.K. Rowling. Like, they absolutely do it. But we're not talking about, like, oh, you don't politically agree with me. It's like, hey, if you're criticizing somebody else for this thing, maybe you shouldn't be doing something similar, right? Like, maybe you shouldn't be doing something similar. Okay, let's purify. The left purity spiral is real. I mean, a lot of people used to do that. They haven't kicked you off here yet. No, we've been talking about that caffeinated wolf. Tianda, 1969. Tim Allen says, never heard of the channel you're discussing, but listening to you read his post on his channel and talking about it sounds legit on you and him. My gaming has been reduced to just 2 games anymore when I feel, but we weren't talking about gaming. He was talking about when levying criticism against somebody who is on our side of the aisle, and people get so outraged that they have to go and they have to find his number. Okay, I can rant on why we need to keep going on why the woke crap is more or less godless and needs to be called out daily. Yeah, and yes, and okay, so I have a question. If somebody says, hey, this person over here is doing a video game and stealing money from people by not producing the actual thing, and you go, oh, wait a minute, that guy is also doing that same thing, but just because they're a right-winger, we don't get to call out bad business practices? Is that what we're... Is that okay? It's like, yeah, but you're doing the same thing. It seems like you're doing the same thing. So we're not allowed to call people out who might politically agree with us, even though those people are known for complaining about bad business practices of the left and are also employing those business practices. Do you see how stupid that makes us look? Caffeinated Wolf, we have to keep our own people in check and hold them to the same standard that we hold our adversaries to. Absolutely. Otherwise, We don't have a backbone ourselves. I just got whiplash from that example. Oh no. Oh no, you don't take my money and fail to deliver. Don't care who you are. Got a few comic creators doing that, and it annoys me. Yes, exactly. And I don't care if you're a leftist comic creator or you're a right-wing comic creator. If you or a game creator, if you're taking somebody's money, you need to produce. Period. End. And we should levy that criticism at everybody. And people got mad that he called out some right-wing guy for it. They're like, you can't call him out. He's calling out the woke. And he's like, yeah, he's also potentially stealing money from people. Christian Magram for $4. Thank you so much, man. It's Ultimate Kahuna. Sorry, I didn't mean to read out your real name. I'm sorry. But I think people also know you as... Anyway, I apologize. Hey, brother, glad your little one was okay. Thank you. God bless you, my friend. Thank you, sir. What do you think is more important as a creator? Shoring up your weaknesses or emphasizing your strengths? Emphasizing your strengths, probably, because after a while you will learn what not to do, and all you will have is like strong stuff. That's basically what I've learned from everybody is like, yeah, you do enough bad content, you do enough stupid stuff that you actually just start producing good things. Let me finish Tim Allen's comment here. Games when I feel like gaming and I only online game on one. I have in the tech age a very old PC, over 5 years old. My wife's PC is almost 10 years old. There are things I can understand and things that sound foreign to me in the realms of gaming because I'm stuck in a rut. God bless the real gamers and hope you have a great day, Royce. Be safe. Meat is life. And life is meat. Aloy says, I suppose you might have a point. It's just I don't view housekeeping the same as canceling. Leftist purity spiral sounds like the opposite of what I would call housekeeping. Right. It's okay. Now you're doing a potato thing. It's the same thing, right? It's the version of housekeeping for leftists is cancellation, right? Our version of housekeeping can just be saying, hey, you don't get to complain about somebody doing this tactic if you're doing it yourself. You don't get to do that, right? We need to hold them to the same bad. Okay. B Mardini says the problem with his post is that it was one giant sun tweet. Vague and unhelpful for anyone that doesn't already know what's going on. Come off like a teenage girl. I actually didn't realize it was about the Grums post until after I made the video. Because I have had people do exactly, not fucking call me. Like, if anybody, I would say this, if there are people in this chat and they found my cell phone number and they called me out of the blue to be like, Royce, I did. One, your number would get blocked. And two, you would be banned from every single fucking platform that I stream on. Like, no, that is like, that is and people did not do that. So that's, again, a wild thing here. Came off like a teenage girl. No, he came off like somebody who had people way the fuck overreact to what he was saying. Intellectual honesty is too important to sacrifice just because someone says something that we agree with. It's our preconceived notions. Yeah. Agreed. Shift's about to start. Have a good Sunday. Hey, God bless. God a plague. Maji Chan for $15 with a super thank you says, I agree. Thought about making a long, pointless comment to troll, but instead, here is this thank you for all the work you put into this channel for $15. Thank you so much. I forget that people can, you guys on the monetized channel can still send in like super chats through like the super thanks comment thing. I forgot you can do that. I forget. There's a few people that still do that. Thank you so much, Maji Chan. You guys have no idea how much that helps. Yeah, that is crossing a line. Like people like hunt down your phone number to call and yell at you because you again just saw something you thought was hypocritical and you called it out. What the fuck? Dude, you guys have seen me do it here on this channel. How many times have we had people who are Eric July stands or Friday Night Tights stands or whoever, and they come in and they yell at me like I'm not a fucking fan of those guys. I just have the slightly differing opinion, and they have to come in because they have to white knight for those people. You're not allowed to say this because they're doing it. It's like, no, dude, if they're doing bad shit should get called out. Bad actions should be called out. It does not matter if that person is an overall good person. To help them become an even better person, you say, hey, bad things be bad, bro. Don't do bad things. Is that so fucking hard? No, because we're in such an ideological fucking trap nowadays. We're not allowed to look at somebody and say, hey, this is a bad thing that you're doing. Don't do the bad thing. Instead, so many people out there are too mentally retarded to separate a person from an action. We can say, oh, this person might not be overall bad. They might just be doing one bad thing. And in order to let that person know this is a bad thing, stop doing that. Let's talk about the action. That's the fucking problem here, is most people are too stupid to pay attention to or too stupid to pay attention to action instead of people. Okay? And I fucking hate it. You can't say this about this guy. I've been following him for years. Yeah, doesn't mean he can't be fucking retarded once in a while. It doesn't mean I can't be retarded once in a while. And if I say something that is absolutely wrong or do something wrong, you better fucking call me on it. It's fucking irritating. And I've seen it a lot. I've seen it so much on this channel. Because again, I try to call out or have a slightly differing opinion than just firing up my fucking camera and going, hey guys, by the way, wokety woke. Tits, ass, erga durga durga, video, click. Try to do something fucking different than that, and people come in here and try to call me a fucking communist. When out of many of the people that call me that, I'm probably the only fucking one that understands what they're doing financially and geopolitically in this world. It's fucking ridiculous. It frustrates me to no end. It frustrates me to no fucking end. I mean, we don't really hold down a homestead. We're trying to. If I actually owned the land, it would be a lot better, but we're just kind of, we have a friendship agreement about being able to use the land, Tim Allen. But yeah, the only place I don't want to voice chat with you, Royce, is Discord. Easier for me. Oh, I got you. But yeah. So, but I just, again, it's not just the haters and the no-life losers, dude. Again, people, man, it is really, 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 really bad to see the amount of people out there who will glom onto an ideology and just go for it. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. To this day, I can't figure out like why a game like Stellar Blade was such a big fucking issue. I still can't figure that one out. Like, legitimately, I have no idea. But you had to toe the fucking party line, right? Had to toe the party line. I can't figure out why so many people out there can't objectively look at anything else other than woke. Most people don't even know what it means anymore. It's been so devalued. Because the problem is, people hear a script from a YouTuber that's anti-woke, and then they just go repeat that script as if they actually possess the knowledge that backs it, and they don't. They don't possess the knowledge that backs it. That's why I'm saying, guys, if you actually want to learn about what's going on, go watch Upper Echelon. Here, let me go grab his channel real quick for you guys. Right? Let me grab that channel for you because his channel is absolutely incredible. Right? You actually want to learn what's going on around the world, how it's affecting the world. This here. The guy is fantastic. But yeah, I just can't figure out. I just don't understand it. People don't want to housekeep their own side. And you see it. You see it all over the place. Right? Stellar Blade stands out in an era where games have rejected the value of beauty. I mean, I would say that Stellar Blade wasn't beautiful. I would say that she was dressed like a fucking hoe. I mean, do we want to trade blows on that? Couldn't figure it out. Dude, the way that the narrative spun around that, I was like, what the fuck? You get all this Western man bullshit, right? Which way? Nobody fucking believes that shit. They like put one girl that's slender, you know, and she's got like the rock and roll attitude and she's got some tattoos and piercings. It's like, oh, but she's got a body count. She's far left and all this crap and dot. And it's like, you know, and then they put some girl that's really overweight and like a sundress and it's like, oh, but she's a virgin, this, that, and the other thing. And people are like, no. And it's like, which way, Western man and Western man? Like, I'd rather have a fucking girl that doesn't have a body count, that has, and then they all fucking lose their shit over fucking Stellar Blade when the chick is dressed like a fucking hoe. Bullshit. I call fucking bullshit. I couldn't figure it out, man. I still don't understand it. The absolute hypocrisy is mind-boggling to me. We never had these issues with Pac-Man. No, you know what you guys had it with, though? You guys had that issues with 80s rock and roll, right? There's always been issues like this around the cultural movements, right? Books, movies, television. We've always had this shit. Lara Croft would be considered a girl boss in today's day and age. No, she would not. And if you believe that, you don't understand the difference between good writing and bad writing. Okay, they have written the character poorly in the last few Tomb Raider games, and that's why she is considered a girl boss today. Yeah, 80s Metal's what off the change with Skanks. It was. And God, did it make money, man. I mean, there were cross-dressers in the 80s, so yeah, you probably did have to worry about it. In fact, they made a joke about it in Crocodile Dundee. Just saying. It still existed. It just wasn't as popular as it is today, Herman P. Hunter. I mean, it just, come on, guys. Like, this is... like I said, I get so sick of seeing this shit. It's just annoying. If Stellar Blade had come up in an era where beauty was portrayed in games, then Stellar Blade wouldn't have stood out as much. But again, we're not talking about beauty, okay? Okay, I really, really need to ask right now. Are you saying that ass cheeks and cleavage are beauty? Are we gonna define beauty around that? Like, we really need to be careful here with what we're fucking getting into, right? Because I think a lot of people are, right? I'm just like in a day and age where, you know, I mean, are we really gonna go there? Because I don't know, man. I just, how are we defining beauty in a day and age where beauty mattered? Okay. I think what we're looking for is femininity. I think everybody is talking about femininity, right? Right? That's why they're making everything masculine now, because they don't put any value on women, and they don't think that women can do anything, which is why women have to all look like men in video games, right? It's called femininity, not beauty. There's a different thing there. Yeah. Yeah, Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged in Era, Motley Crue, Therapane. In Britain, we have drag queens and minds, but they're thing adult about it. We Brits used comedy for years, only in recent years it's becoming a problem. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be really honest with you. Drag queens have basically existed since ancient Greece. like you just, it's a thing. It's a fucking thing. It's been around. Humans haven't changed much in the last few thousand years. But again, I see so much of this all the time. The amount of people out there who they come out and they're like, we need to have good Christian moral values in one tweet, and then immediately turn around and start praising a game where some chick's ass is falling out and their tits are flopping all over the place. Like, come the fuck on, dude. Just, like, don't. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here trying to find stuff that, hey, yeah, maybe I could find something real cool. You know, play, like, the kids can play. I would say, like, my kids could probably play Space Marines 2, right? I don't think there's anything, there's Halo 2 violence in that, but I would say that looks pretty good. Black Myth Wukong, they could probably play. Well, I don't know. That was a little, no, I don't think there's anything too terribly bad in that one. Right? They're not playing Baldur's Gate 3. You can't play that. I'm personally going to check out Dragon Age Origins, although I think some of my kids are too young for that yet. I think need to be a few years older. Right? Fantasy games and novel covers or the two-piece female armor mods. Yeah, sexy, but not practical. I mean, you can even go into history and say that it actually was a thing, though. There were I think there was actually there were some tribes of Vikings that used to go into battle in their birthday suits. It's fucking wild. That's a very singular historical thing, though. That's not like everybody was doing that. But I mean, if you go back into the fantasy stuff too, you had guys, shirtless dudes in loincloths running around big and jacked and stuff. I mean, it's the same thing, right? So the character is attractive, therefore beautiful in comparison to the downward spiral of offerings. So attractiveness equals beautiful, okay? Fan service was common in gaming in the past. Gamers are starved for it now. I fucking hate fan service, dude. I always have. It's what almost got me out of anime. Because when I was in high school, the only thing that people were showing me were these anime characters. And I was like, dude, I'm like, why would I watch this? You're like, dude, it's so hot. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be really honest with you. Like, we all know the websites that are out there. If I wanted to see something like this, I would just go to those websites. Just be honest. Don't fucking say, dude, this is so good. No, it's not, dude. You want to see tits and ass. Just go to the website, see some TNA, and then go on about your day. Like, can you be fucking honest about it? I've genuinely always hated fan service for that exact reason. It's like, why not just go to the websites? Get it out of your system and move on about your day. Why are you sitting here trying to pretend that you're looking at this in any different way? Because you're not. I legitimately, I don't understand it. Just go to the website. I just don't get it, man. I really don't, dude. It make no sense to me. Not a single one. And I even told my friends that when I was in high school, and they're like, well, like, just like, you're not hiding anything. Oh, it's fan service. You're not hiding anything. I was like, I've never really liked games like that. For instance, just mean rewarding the fans. It's not always about sexing. Okay, no, that's 1,000% fucking bullshit, because every time I've ever heard fan service mentioned, it is talking about having some girl that is wearing next to fucking nothing. Okay? You don't get to recontextualize it. But sometimes respecting lore or having Easter eggs in your stories. Yeah, I've never, no, don't even. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition and the Icewind Dale editions. I have actually heard that getting into those games is very, very dangerous for one that wants to manage their own time. But Neverwinter Nights, yeah, make sure to drop that in like the game recommendations over on the Discord. Yeah. The connotations of it is sexiness in the modern sense. It absolutely is sexy. I'm just sitting here like, I don't care that. And I think that's part of the reason that I hate it so much is because everybody wants to talk about just being men, and they lack the fucking balls enough to say, hey, I just want to stare at some tits and ass. And then they'll like, because if they say that, then they can't go and post Christ is King, and they can't be like, oh, like, we need good morals and all this stuff. And then they turn around and they're like, yeah, they just want to hide the female form. And it's like, look, I get not expanding the fucking jaws of women to look like to look like a jacked Chad on his 5th round of fucking steroids. I get that. Okay, let's keep the angles of the face and the potential shape of a female. I get that. But for guys to sit there and be like, and try to equate this, I'm not a man, though. I'm not saying that you're a man. I'm not saying that you're a man. But I'm saying this is the common thing that I see. A drink with Xanax. Dude, I fucking need one. I've never gotten it. I don't know. Am I wrong here? Because I don't see the difference between wanting to play a video game character where you're like, oh, her ass cheeks are hanging out and her tits are flopping all over the place. I don't see a difference between that and just going to like OnlyFans for a little while. I don't see the difference. Because I know what guys do in their mind. I've talked with plenty of them. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a fucking difference. Right? Just say just say that you want to stare at mostly unclothed women and go on about your fucking day. Stop trying to hide it behind good game development. Stop trying to hide it behind, we need to go back to good storytelling. Last I checked, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and some of them classics, they didn't have tits and ass all over the place, but God, we don't say they didn't have any good storytelling. Well, I guess they did the Leia outfit because everybody, and she was pissed about that, which, I mean, I'm going to be honest, it didn't really fucking make a difference in the movie. But I don't know. I get sick of it, dude. There's that. There's so many other things. That people are hypocritical about, and it fucking bothers me. I am man. Give me them puppy. What the fuck? Oh God, I don't know. I've ranted about this for a while. Like I said, there's so much. I'm gonna start fucking ranting about this shit on the channel again. I'm so fucking irritated. Like and people get irritated. Like, no, that's not what it's for. Bullshit. It's not. Just admit it. Just like, dude, when I was a teenager, I went to those websites. They served their purpose, and then I went on about my day. Was it right of me to do that? No. Was it moral of me to do that? No. But I didn't sit there like my friends trying to hide it by, when I watched anime, I watched, Dragon Ball fucking Z. I watched Gundam Wing. I watched Princess Mononoke. When my friends tried to get me to watch the answer, I didn't. Yeah. I think that I'm sorry. I think that if we're going to get into beauty, that has lost most of the meaning in today's day and age, and it bothers me. I think George Lucas was a perv, and leave it at that. There are some people that do say that was a thing. Tim Allen. But yeah, it's, my one of my wife's favorite games to play out there is a game from the PS2 era called Draken. If you guys have ever played that, she loves that game. And that's actually a pretty good game. It was one of the early PS2 games that it didn't put the female protagonist in slutty armor. She still looked good. But again, this idea that, but again, I don't know. Good-looking characters is because of the uncanny valley. As we get closer to photorealism, we become aware of the inherent flaws. That's part of it. That could be part of it. I think. I think that there is people want normal looking characters, not good looking. Can we just say normal? Can women just look like women and men look like men? Can we fucking do that? How about instead of saying the reason we want pretty good, no, I just want normal looking characters. Okay, that fucking thing on the screen and a lot of this shit don't look like a fucking woman. Can we have something that looks like a woman, please? I wanted to say more, but let's turn you into a drink with Xanax, dude. We might fucking have to one of these. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've just seen this shit so much. And I just think it's so stupid. There's just so much of this crap. And like I said, they're like, we want good-looking characters. I'm like, can I just have some? And here is, and this is the crux of this situation that nobody seems to understand. All right? They want to eliminate the differences between men and women. Period. Nope, Draken. Here, I'll pull it up for you. PS2. Oh, I'm sorry. DRAKAN. Oh, that's Ancient Gates. That's not the first one. That needs to be. There we go. All right, and PS2. Yeah, that one. Screenshot. This one here. It's one of my wife's favorite games. Videos. Let's see what they got on videos. That's a review. Drinking the Ancient Gates. Surprising Adventure. Yeah. There's a long gameplay. That's just it's 6 hours. Yeah, that's about what the whole game. Yeah.
Help me, please!
What's wrong?
Spiders. Huge ones. Somehow they've gotten into my house. Please, you look like a warrior. Will you kill them for me? I can pay you.
But yeah.
Things not dreamed of in centuries. Come, follow me. Tell me, have you heard of the spirit dragons? They were sacred guardians, fragments of the ancient ancestral spirits of all dragonkind. And of them all, none was greater than the dragon mother, Malashe. After the Dark Wars, it was she who led her followers into the sleep of ages. It's said that...
Yep, that was my wife's favorite. That's my wife's favorite game. We actually still have a copy of it here on the PlayStation 2. But yeah, so there you go, Aloy. If you have never checked that out, you can find some copies of it on Amazon and eBay and stuff like that for the PlayStation 2, if you still happen to have a PlayStation 2. Pirates Legend of the Black Cat. No, did not. I did not. Games were expensive growing up, dude, and I didn't have the money to get a bunch of games. I bought what I could. I bought the games that I could. My first game system that I had that was actually mine, not like my brother's, was the Sega Dreamcast. I had a few games on that. I had a fighter pilot game. I had one of the Sonic games. And then I had Legacy of Kain. I had, I think the second Legacy of Kain is what I had. I didn't have the first one. Have you heard of Curse Crusade? Does that tell us PS3 360 game? No, I've not heard of that one. I placed a few games on the recommended channels. Sweet, thank you. You go. I should probably get going talking about games. I downloaded Dragon Age Origins because I want to play that. I want to see. And my buddy, he kind of let me borrow. My buddy had a login and Soul Reaver. Yes, thank you. I think it was the second one. Soul Reaver. This is the second one. Second one. Legacy of Kain. It was the second one. Third one. Second one. I don't remember. It's been a long time. No. It was the second one because it was the dude who they ripped his wings out and then threw him off of the top of the thing. But yeah, and then after that, I ended up with an Xbox, which I ended up with Halo 2 for that. I ended up with Jet Set Radio City. I ended up with, what else did I have on the Xbox? The Call of Duty. It was the port. The first one was officially on the PC, but it was the Call of Duty port over to the Xbox. It was the very first Call of Duty game. And everybody's like, the first Call of Duty game was not on Xbox. Fucking look it up. Finest Hour. Call of Duty Finest Hour. It was the port. Ended up with that. What else did I fucking have? SSX Tricky. Fuck yeah. Played the shit out of SSX Tricky. Project Gotham Racing. God, I miss Project PGR. Oh, PGR was so good. Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I got 1 a little later. Played 1 once. Didn't like 1 as much as 2. Soul Reaver 2 is... Yeah. I don't know. It's been a long time. I just remember what I had. So anyway, I should probably get going because I have been live longer than 2 hours. And that's probably a thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me rant. I just had a lot of stuff in my brain today. It was all in my brain. I don't know. Should I stream more? I don't know what I would stream more. I have thought about taking a day and doing like, you guys send me videos, modern videos, not shit that's like 20 years old. And then I react to those. But I don't know. We'll see. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Oh, good Lord. Thank you guys for hanging out. I was perturbed today. You know, sometimes it do be that way. You know, you just, every so often, you're just a little perturbed. Have a good one, DCC. Take it easy. The Hedge. I know this. What trouble's the big troubles, Royce? Yeah. Aloy! Thank you for not running away. You've been around a while, Aloy, though. You know how I am. Sorry, yeah. That was a fun stream today. Dinner soon. Well, have a good dinner, man. What are you guys having? What are you guys having for dinner? I need food. I didn't eat before I started the stream. I really need to. What are you guys eating for food? Have a good one, Tim Allen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, there you go. Well, thank you all so much for tuning into Sunday Coffee. Hopefully you guys tune in to my videos later this week. And as always, until next time, cheers, everybody.